was a potpourri of things in round one. There's the left hook landing by Mares, and he landed a number of those. Then here was one of three different low blows. That one was more marginal. There were even worse ones in round one. And then the knockdown. I don't think that's a knockdown. I think that's a slip. A left hook landed at the end, but it still counts as a knockdown. Makes it a 10-8 round for Mares.
Round two scheduled for 12 for the IBF World Championship, as well as the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament title. The champion, Joseph Agbeko from Ghana, fighting out of the Bronx, is in gold. The challenger, Abner from Mexico, as well as California, fighting in the gray trunks.
Hey Gus, I want to point out that even in the first round, it didn't look like Joseph Agbeko came out sharp. It seemed like he was reaching with a lot of his punches, but we know he's capable of making the necessary adjustments. Let's see, can he do it on the fly?
Left hook blocked, though, by Agbeko. Oh, man, another low blow by Mares.
He's playing with fire. Joseph Agbeko's relying on his left hook to win him this fight. Antonio, he's not a left hook artist. He's got to land right hands.
And he's throwing it from way outside. He's swinging with it, and it just looks very slow, and he looks lethargic tonight.
We told you that Agbeko has issues outside of the ring, some management issues. He said that it wouldn't be a problem for him.
Man, Abner Mares has landed at least 5 low blows. There's another one. Russell Moore is going to have to take a point away pretty soon.
And Antonio, that takes a lot out of a fighter's take.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you know, he has to be careful. He can't afford to be getting points taken away after he's had such a dominant first round.
Had a point taken away in his last fight against Vic Darchinyan for a low blow. Ended up coming back and winning a split decision.
You know, the Agbeko jab has been very good in this fight. He hasn't been able to land the right hand behind it, though.
And Antonio, it looks like Agbeko has changed his style. It looks like he's trying to use a Floyd Mayweather-type style by keeping that left hand all the way down on his waist.
Well, I don't know if that's conditioning or what. Like we mentioned, he was 0.2 ounces over. We don't know if he hurt himself making weight or was it a struggle to even make the weight limit.
And Mares is doing the body work he said he wanted to do. Oh, and there's the right hand finally by Agbeko.
Agbeko trying to back up Mares with the jab. Very stiff jab by Joseph Agbeko. Now he's hooking off the jab.
He's had a better second round, but then what could be worse than the first round he had?
33 seconds remaining in the second, scheduled for 12 for the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament title, as well as Agbeko's IBF World Championship. Fast pace to start this fight.
And in the last minute and a half, Joseph Agbeko has got his feet under him a little better in this fight. Let's see if that continues.
And that's the end of the second round. And we will go into the corner of Abner Mares, our interpreter, Felix De Jesus.
Let me get some water. Okay, listen up. Just keep working your left hand. Don't put too much pressure. Not yet. Don't put enough pressure today. Because when you're putting pressure, you're opening up a little bit. There's another thing. And when he's on the side, just keep hitting him. His arms will go down. So when he does that left, when he goes towards left, just keep hitting him.
We will return to round one, where a knockdown was called. And as we look back on it, you notice the leg, the right leg of Joseph Agbeko, and it appears to slip. He was hit with a body punch, but clearly he was slipping with the right foot when he was hit with the hook.
He was slipping, but the punch landed and both gloves touched. So it is an official knockdown.
Round three, scheduled for 12 of the IBF World Championship and the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament Championship. Joseph Agbeko, the IBF World Champion in gold, the challenger and contender, and some feel superstar in the making. Abner Mares is in the gray trunks.
You know, we talked about how hard it might be to knock out Joseph Agbeko. Mares is off to a great start, but Agbeko's only been down twice in his career. Once against Perez, that was because of a headbutt, and once because he was pushed down by Vic Darchinyan, though it was called a knockdown. And in that first round, Mares landed some really big punches, but Agbeko wasn't close to going down. Oh, another low blow.
That left hook continues to fall well below the belt line for Abner Mares. A gas guzzler, to say the least.
That's another low blow in the back.
Don't hold his head down.
And he keeps warning Joseph Agbeko for pulling his head down.
Yeah, you know, that, which is interesting. And that's not really, that could cause low blows, but I don't think it is in this case. You know, Agbeko,
Left hook by Mares.
they traded left hooks, Gus, and that's a key point. Agbeko can't win this fight trading left hooks with Mares.
You know what he can't continue to do is raise straight up in close quarters with this young lion. He has to keep his chin down. He don't look sharp tonight, Al.
No, it's just not like he was against Perez. But of course, it's early in the fight, and it's, you know, he did well in round 2. So, but round 3 has been more difficult for Agbeko.
King Kong Agbeko, 31 years old. He says he wants to fight for maybe 5 or 6 more years. The prize for all these bantamweights is Nonito Donaire.
Yeah. I mean, with him, you get credibility, and what we all want is to get paid, Gus.
However, Donaire has been silent for quite some time now.
Yeah, he's been off. And of course, this tournament in and of itself is an event that, you know, is helping this division to get really big in addition to the fighters. You know, the left hook of Mares has been very good. Even though a lot of times it's low, it's landing very well above the body and the head.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of really good work in there, Al. And like I said, I'm really paying close attention to Joseph Agbeko. Even with that jab, it just doesn't seem sharp. He doesn't seem razor sharp tonight.
That left hook to the solar plexus. Very effective now. He loops the right hand, connecting. Abner Mares, well schooled, trying to make Agbeko drop his hands, and now you see the hands are starting to drop with all the body work that Mares is putting in. The champion looking a little flat, breathing out of his mouth, and we're still in the early rounds. And the Strikeforce Heavyweight World Grand Prix continues with the semifinals Saturday, September 10th at 10:30 p.m. Josh Barnett fights Sergey Kharitonov, and Antonio Bigfoot Silva battles Daniel Cormier.
And I can't wait to see Jacare against Luke Rockhold. I did one of the MMA fights in which Luke Rockhold was on. He is a submission expert. I'll tell you, he's fun to watch. We go inside the ropes to look at one thing and the only thing that's bedeviling Mares. There was another left hook down below. Then we go to round 2. Again, 2 of them. Good double left hook below the belt. Antonio on another.
And you know what? It's the referee's responsibility to control this type of, you know, illegal fouls.
And there's a couple more examples. There have been a lot of those.
Joseph Agbeko,
I understand, but you can't pull his head down.
Abner Mares. Round 4.
We talked before about how they had to reboot their training camps and redo them, basically. Boxing's history is littered with older fighters who had to do that and didn't perform as well when that happened. Maybe that's the case with Agbeko. I don't know, but we're still early.
And as we mentioned at the top of our broadcast, Antonio, Al, we were both in the meeting. We were all in the meeting, rather, with Agbeko yesterday. As we left, something didn't feel right when it came to his personality. He's usually a very bubbly, enthusiastic man at our fighter meetings.
Well, you know, that's the day before the weigh-in, you know, and maybe it's a possibility that he struggled to make weight. We don't know if he gained weight with the cancellation of the fight. So all that remains to be seen. But tonight he just doesn't look razor sharp.
Let's take a look at the power punches.
And that demonstrates what we're talking about. Mares with almost a 2-to-1 edge in the power punches landed. And many of those are terrific body punches because he's throwing a lot of legal punches as well to the body.
Another digging left hook by Abner Mares.
Mares' commitment to body work, which he told us he was going to do, is exceptional in this first part of the fight.
Body work or low blows?
Yeah, well, both. Yeah, exactly. Well, he's overcommitted to the body. think, is that Mares is not off balance a lot. He's being, you know, in his last fight against Darchinyan, he had after he was behind you.
Oh, beautiful right hand by agbeko. Wow. And that backs up Mares. Mares is hurt.
Finally, the right.
That was a devastating shot, Gus. And you know what? The kid took it. We didn't know what his chin was made of, but right now we're seeing that he can take a punch.
Now, another one? Can agbeko follow up?
Agbeko taking his time. Mares not answering, trying to clear his head. Now a left hook by Mares. Agbeko. Mares may have cleared his head.
Yeah, I don't understand. When you hurt a fighter, you're supposed to go at him, especially when you could possibly be down 3 rounds.
Yeah, agbeko did not press the action. Another low blow by Mares.
Mares knocked down by Vic Darchinyan in his last fight. He came back and scored a knockdown of the Raging Bull as well later in the bout. 5 seconds to go. Solid round for Joseph Agbeko.